In cinema and on the small screen, the great unknown provides plenty of suspense.
They're creating a singularity that will consume the planet.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 space hazard scenes in movies and TV. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're counting down the most iconic of space threat sequences in both television and film. Of course, a spoiler alert is now in effect.
Oh no.
Number 10. Black Hole, Star Trek.
You can't even speak.
With Nero having already destroyed Vulcan by creating a black hole, the Enterprise crew finds themselves in a sticky and engulfing situation.
Go to maximum more! Push it! I'm giving it all she's got, Captain!
When the red matter explodes, it seems as though an everlasting light may consume Captain Kirk and company, but they do, in fact, escape. Within such a well-received reboot, this scene reminds genre loyalists that director J.J. Abrams is more than capable of pushing a franchise forward, utilizing a time-bending concept to fuel the film as a whole, and certainly sucking audiences in along with the Enterprise crew. Number 9. A dangerous Disney affair, Dinosaur.
What are they?
I don't know.
As the inciting incident in this Disney live-action CGI flick, this colorful meteor sequence represents both a majestic and terrifying moment for the island's inhabitants.
Dad?
Something's wrong.
At first, the visuals inspire childlike wonder for dinosaurs and lemurs of varying ages, but the shower naturally turns deadly once the apparent magic evolves into fireballs. Given the CGI nature of the family film, the horror doesn't stand up to the other space hazard events, yet there's just enough to shake up the intended demographic. Overall, it works thanks to the artistic design, the suspenseful pacing, and certainly the visual of a talking dinosaur wading through water, terrified for his life and family.
Leo! Yar! Where are you?
Number 8. Praxis Wave, Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country.
My God.
Kicking off the final cinematic go-round for the original Star Trek cast, a Klingon moon blows up, creating utter chaos among the Empire. The massive shockwaves keeps the crew floored as Sulu panics, and with good reason. Praxis is gone. Well, mostly. And that's the bad news, of course, as the Klingons will ultimately have to seek peace with the Federation. For 1991, it's an impressive space hazard scene, even if the drama occurs mostly within the USS Excelsior. And given that the final frontier didn't go so well, this moment ensured Trekkies a more positive experience for the rest of the undiscovered country as a whole.
Don't tell me that was any meteor shower.
Negative, sir.
Number 7. Joint Operation Missile Strike, The Day the Sky Exploded. La morte viene dallo spazio.
Look, there it is!
Directed by Paolo Eos, La morte viene dallo spazio is largely recognized as the first science fiction production of Italian cinema.
The exact explanation of these phenomena is not yet known, but it is generally thought by men of science that they are in some way the result of recent experiments in space travel.
Once a rocket mission goes wrong early on, asteroids are sent flying through space, with the hope being that the moon will protect planet Earth. Of course, it doesn't, and as a result, all hell breaks loose. Yet there's still the possibility of destroying the massive cluster by engaging every missile available. Shot in black and white, the film doesn't necessarily have that wow factor, at least by today's standards, but the explosive finale marks a significant moment for the advancement of international genre-based film.
We're saved. We're saved, Mary.
Number 6. The Biederman Fragment, Deep Impact.
I'm with you, too.
In Mimi Leder's pre-9/11 disaster flick, Americans and the world await the first of 2 comet chucks that will create a mega tsunami in the Atlantic Ocean. As the tension builds, the Biederman rock finally hits, with the visuals becoming increasingly stressful.
Daddy.
Of course, the image of a giant wave plowing through Manhattan and past the Twin Towers has a powerful effect today. But for the time, it was a staple of the genre given the continuous advancements in technology. Granted, the horror expressed by the characters doesn't match the chaos of the visuals, making Deep Impact more of a popcorn flick and a product of its time rather than an enduring classic. Still, this sequence will always have its place in blockbuster history.
Are our families there yet?
They're on their way, Messiah.
Number 5. Melancholia Arrives. Melancholia.
Oh man.
Throughout Lars von Trier's thoroughly depressing film, a sense of dread is passed from one character to another. At first, Kirsten Dunst's Justine succumbs to the feeling of melancholia, while her sister Claire later fears the planet Melancholia, which seems to be headed directly for Earth. More of a character study than a disaster film, Melancholia's finale produces a sense of unity and symmetry as the gassy mass emerges. It's a terrifying conclusion, but poetic as well, as the metaphoric nature of the scene holds more power than the visual itself. For von Trier's work, any cinematic hazard is typically more about the internal character of the scene rather than how it looks. Number 4. Digital Cornfields and Superhuman Horror. Smallville.
Help me. Help me, please.
A little over a month after 9/11, a Clark Kent Superman Origins series premiered on the WB, and while the opening meteor shower brought Tom Welling's superhuman character to Earth, it also took away Lana's parents, and Lex's hair. Terrorizing Middle America, the space hazard kicked off the series with a fiery bang, perhaps somewhat distasteful for the time, but still impressive nonetheless. Even so, it's a notable hazard sequence of superhero entertainment, complete with digital cornfields.
Lex! Where are you?
Plus, the series ultimately proved to be a legitimate hit for the network. All in all, this jaw-dropping production marked a new era for Superman and certainly for the WB.
Martha?
Number 3. Goodbye, Harry. Armageddon.
Something's not right. Too much time has gone by.
Directed by Michael Bay, Armageddon suggests a hazard or two with its title alone, but no one could prepare for the teary farewell as a brave soul named Harry Stamper sacrifices himself for humanity.
Come on, Harry, press the button. Colonel, I'm asking you just one more minute.
Attempting to detonate a bomb, Harry struggles mightily as the world watches. But this man is a genuine hero, a concept supported by the poignant dialogue of one Ben Affleck. Of course, Bruce Willis never disappoints in action flicks, and his honorable move produces a genuinely moving montage as his life flashes before him, as a rather nasty explosion does the same. Given the barrage of international images, Armageddon closes out with grace, as does Harry Stamper's life.
You, Harry. You the man.
Number 2. The Asteroid Field. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
What are you doing? You're not actually going into an asteroid field.
In a film that inspired a world of science fiction fanatics, this asteroid sequence delivers on multiple levels. Surely, one must bow down to the special effects, but the moment is complemented by the cool composure of the characters, not to mention the hilarious dialogue.
Sir, the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Han Solo and Princess Leia may seem a bit too relaxed given the circumstances, but the epic nature of the Millennium Falcon sequence lives on as a classic moment of cinema. And while the asteroid chase from Attack of the Clones doesn't have the same legacy within pop culture, it's still one of the best as well, and certainly a stressful moment for die-hard fans and first-time viewers alike. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
What am I looking at?
That's a black hole, sir.
Black holes don't need food.
Neither do nerds. My man-witch!
Number 1. Debris Chain Reaction. Gravity.
Debris from the missile strike has caused a chain reaction, hitting other satellites and creating new debris.
Many space hazards are meant to be experienced in the movie theater, and Alfonso Cuarón's jaw-dropping space debris sequence from Gravity only reinforces this idea.
Word is still initializing. not gonna ask you again.
1 second.
Not 1 second, now. Shut it down.
With one continuous shot, the scene takes audiences on a ride with a small crew, with planet Earth serving as the hypnotic backdrop, especially when things get hairy.
Floor, this is Kowalski confirming visual contact with debris. Debris is from a BSE sat.
It's a legitimately engulfing moment, as the color palette and camera work produce a realistic vibe, despite the obvious fact that it's not real. Once the debris from a Russian missile strike hits the space shuttle at a high speed, the dizzying effect takes viewers into the minds of Ryan Stone and Matt Kowalski, and lends some humanity to an otherwise effects-driven film.
Oh, I don't know, I'm spinning! I can't!
Report your position.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.